back with another update, and the spreadsheet is still red. So it's probably looking like, why are you doing this? If it's not making any money right away. But remember, the game is a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So it's two things I wanted to talk about. One being, like I said, the spreadsheet is in the red. So what's going on, right? Well, this is a perfect example of why you don't want to go all in all at once. Unless you know what you're doing. If you're a trader, you know technical analysis, then you're fine. But if you don't, if you're just looking at prices every day and you're not looking at charts, this is why you don't go all in because there's someone out there that bought uh at 40,000, even me. So say this January 10th day when Bitcoin was at 41,000. I decided, you know what? I'm going to take all my savings and buy Bitcoin because it's going up and they told me it's going to 100,000 and it's going to change the world, blah, blah, blah. All of that could be true. But if you would have bought all in at once, you would have been buying the top. And if you would have bought the top, then you would be down even more than this. But the thing is, you don't know when the top is. So you're better off averaging in over time. Not always, but this is a perfect example of why you would do that versus why you wouldn't. So, like I said, if you know what you're doing, then yeah, you can time the market, but most people don't. So, unless you took the time to learn that, then you're better off just buying in a set amount every week, like I'm doing here. And that way, if say you are down 5%, you're not down 5% of your net worth. You're down 5% of a small amount that you're not really even worried about. Being down 5% on $100 a week is it is what it is. Because like I said, over time, things will average out into the green and none of these will be red. It just takes a while. I started this video and this spreadsheet because it was the beginning of the year. It was an idea I had, and that just happened to be the timing. The timing just had to be happened to be around the local top. Um, I don't think that this is the top. It could be, but I don't think that it is. If we get over, I guess that 41.3 number, then I'll have more confidence in that. If we get to 41.3 and there's a large sell off from 41.3 uh, back into the low 30s, then it could be the top. But you never know. Either way, uh, I'm treating this completely separate from trading. So this is just one of the things that I have going on. It's $100 a week, no matter what. So even if it is the top, I'm still going to be putting in $100 a week because at some point, uh, Bitcoin is going to get over that 41.3 level. And at some point, it'll make that 41.3 level the floor. So it won't go below that. Um, and that's pretty much it. The update on the spreadsheet. It's not really a whole lot to talk about. Bitcoin's kind of just been chopping in between 30 and 40. So not really much going on. One of the other things I did want to talk about though was the stuff that's going on with GameStop and how that directly relates to crypto. So if you don't know what happened with GameStop, uh, pretty much a bunch of people on the Reddit forum decided that they were going to buy up a whole bunch of GameStop shares and options because they knew that this hedge fund was heavily short and they pretty much blew up a $12 billion hedge fund overnight. So In response, a lot of the exchanges stop people from buying GameStop shares and trading GameStop altogether. And the issue with that is you're showing people that it's really not a free market. It's free if the people with the most money are making money. It's not free for you or for us. It's not. So the problem with that is what at what point do you say enough is enough, right? Because if say you did take the time to learn how to trade, and I'm personally not trading GameStop at all, but say you did take the time to learn how to trade, and you had nothing to do with any of this GameStop stuff. You didn't say you didn't know anything about the stuff going on with the Reddit, and you just thought it was a good trade, and you bought in before everything that's going on now happened. And for whatever reason, you wanted to sell because you needed to sell, and you can't because something that has absolutely nothing to do with you, all because they want to save people money on Wall Street, um, and keep hedge funds from blowing up. And say you needed that money. Well, now what can you do? You can't do anything. And it pretty much takes the power out of your hands, right? But the thing with this is this actually directly relates to crypto because that's the whole purpose of crypto is to put the power back into people's hands. So all the stuff going on now, it can't happen with decentralized exchanges. Um, that's the whole point of them. Nobody's in control. Nobody can just stop trading of an asset altogether because that's not a free market. Uh, if if a large holder gets blown up, then that's on them. It just is what it is. That's what a free market is. It's not uh, only certain people can make money, and if they're not making money and they're the ones losing, then we shut it down. Like that's no different than a casino. You go into a casino and you start winning, 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 and they take you into the back and say, "Hey, you're winning too much. We got to ask you to leave." It's the same thing. So, like I said, that relates to crypto because you have exchanges that completely solve that problem. And no, you're not trading stocks yet, even though there are starting to be some crypto exchanges where you can trade stocks. One of them is called FTX, but you can't be a U.S. citizen to use that exchange. So with the decentralized exchange I'm talking about, so this is an exchange that allows you to trade. It's decentralized, allows you to trade Bitcoin, and you can trade it right from your wallet, meaning you don't have to put money on the exchange. So the thing is if they're not your keys, then it's not your crypto. That's the same, right? So that means if you don't have your own wallet, then the stuff that's happening with Robinhood can happen to you. But if you do have your own wallet, that means you're completely in control. So nobody can stop you from making an exchange. So if you want to trade, it's more about where am I going to trade versus if I can trade. Because here's the thing, the only reason Robinhood is able to do something like this, like actually physically able to do it, is because you have your money on their exchange. If you don't have your money on their exchange and you have your money on a different exchange, in this case, it's not really possible because all of these exchanges are in bed together and they're going to do whatever the people with money tell them to do. So, but in the case of crypto, if your money is on your wallet and say an exchange is stopping something, you can just use another exchange because the money's not on the exchange that's stopping something. The money's on your wallet. So you take your wallet and you just go to another exchange. And it's that simple. And that's what crypto is built around. So you're never going to be in a situation to where there's no exchanges that you can go on because all of these exchanges have different purposes, different reasons, different people working on them. Some of them are decentralized, some of them are centralized. So there's always going to be a way to where you can do an exchange. Like this website, Sovereign, you can trade Bitcoin on it. Decentralized is it has everything that you can do on Uniswap. The only thing is there's not a lot of volume on this website, so it's not necessarily something I think that you should run and go do right now. But if you wanted to mess around with it and learn how it works, eventually the volume is going to come. And if it isn't this exchange, it'll be another one that pops up. And the whole purpose of it, like I said, is so you're in complete control. Exchanges like these are going to be the future, and they solve the problem with what's going on with GameStop. And it's not just GameStop, it's a lot of other stocks that the same thing is going on with. But the fact that they can do that should be a red flag to everybody. And it's like, okay, if they can do this, then I really don't have any control because at any given moment, think about it this way. If they could stop trading for everybody for any given specific stock, what happens if they want to stop trading uh, for a specific person or for specific people based off of any given reason whatsoever? Then you're just completely out of luck. You have no control over that whatsoever. So that's the main reason it relates to crypto. And the other thing, I think a lot of people that are trading these stocks are going to learn about crypto and they're going to realize, hey, this isn't right. But if I trade crypto instead, I don't have to worry about this because I don't think a lot of the people that are trading GameStop are buying GameStop stock because they like GameStop. They just want to invest in it and they've been gamers their whole life and that's just their favorite company. Even the people that are gamers don't really like GameStop. So my point is if they can find a better solution, uh, or if they can find something that doesn't have centralization and they're in complete control and can do whatever they want to where they don't have to worry about being restricted or being censored or anything like that, then it's a no-brainer because you have people making significant money with their trades, and they should be able to do that. If it works both ways. If you're able to lose a significant amount of money, you should be able to make a significant amount of money. So I think a lot of people are going to realize that, and a lot of people on Wall Street bets are already talking about crypto. One of the things, one of the perfect examples, you had Doge pump, I think 300% today, and that's just the same thing. It's just a meme coin. It has nothing to do with anything. But if people are looking for returns, they're going to look for the best place to find them or the best thing that they can do. So I think it this is kind of a shift in a way, and it might not happen all at once. It might take a little while, but especially now since, like I said, Bitcoin's only been fluctuating between 30 and 40,000 for the past couple weeks, past few weeks. So once it really gets going again, couple that with the fact that you have places to where you don't have to worry about restrictions and being censored and that type of stuff. I think it's a very, very interesting mashup, similar to how you have the Fed printing a whole bunch of money and Bitcoin being deflationary, and that's like the perfect match because you have a deflationary asset and you have a whole bunch of money flowing into the system. So now I think a third element is people realizing that they're not really in control of their money when they have them on these exchanges. So it might not be everyone, but I'm almost positive that some people are looking into trading crypto that may not have been before, including people in higher positions or people with significant amounts of money, politicians, et cetera, et cetera. Now they're realizing hey, maybe we do need crypto. Maybe we do need Bitcoin. Maybe there is a really good use case for it. Maybe the stuff that they're doing on Uniswap isn't just for play. Maybe it actually does make sense to trade on exchanges that nobody's in control of. So it's just interesting times. Looking at this, like I said, it's not really a whole lot going on with it, but I will keep you updated every week. Like I said, there will be another $100 going in or $99.99. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but I will keep you updated and I will see you next time. Looking like, why are you doing this? If